And to bring it back to your son with the autism, it's really interesting the way that they process information. You know, certain things they might miss, like certain social cues, the way that they conduct themselves, because it's just not how they process things. But man, autistic people are some of the most smart people, bro. It's just like they have certain things that they're very good at, you know. And man, that's amazing that he's able to understand your music, able to give you inspiration and ideas.
Word, that's my biggest fan right there, man. Zach, that's my boy. My
That
biggest
feels
fan,
good,
man.
doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
it
you
do.
already doing it for your
Yeah,
kids regardless,
right.
right? But when you
Exactly.
see like your son is like really rocking with you on that kind of level, man, you
Yeah.
might have to pull like some of that Biggie stuff where you write them on the points on the album, right? Like how Biggie did with his daughter. Isn't that what he did?
Yeah, well, he I got a song with him that we talking about some stuff. I actually took him to the studio and he was amped. You know what I'm saying? And I put the mic on and he acted like he was doing it for years. And he went in there and I told him, "Yo, say this or say that." And he just went on and said, "I'm gonna say what I want to say." And you know what I mean? And and I took and I recorded it and I just put it on record. I let him say what he had to say, and he did good. You know what I mean?
That's
That's my
dope,
boy,
man.
man. Yeah, well,
It's great to see when fathers really step up and really be there for their kids and show that not all men are more likely to be deadbeats and everything, especially from the situation that you came through, right? Like I'm sure
well,
not growing up with your biological father taught you a lot in
right.
regards to like what kind of father you want to be.
Yeah, yeah, and it was hard. It was hard. I wasn't the best dad as far as like I would never leave them. I would never leave my kid's life. Like that was definitely not gonna happen. But I still was rough around the edges because I was like trying to make sure that my sons was hard because my son that got autism, he got a brother that's a twin. He's a twin, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So he got a twin brother named Zeph, you know what I mean? And his twin brother, when I tell you, if they get to hear my son right now, I actually took him up to Rock Nation a couple years ago. And Lenny S, shout out to Lenny S too. Lenny S heard him and he was like, "Yo, it's inevitable, right?" He said, "This kid, he gonna blow up if he play his cards right." Because my son is crazy with it. His
Mm.
pen game is crazy dangerous. Because I used to sit him on my lap ever since, what I mean, he was 5, 6, you know what I mean, and beat machines and everything, and he learned how to do it all. But then he became dangerous with the pen too, you know what I mean, and doing concepts that I didn't even know. I'll give you a funny story real quick. He said, "Dad, I want you to hear this." So I said, "Make sure it's real, make sure it's authentic, because that's the main thing that was with me. Make sure it's you. Don't try to be something you ain't, because I don't want to hear it."
Right.
So he started off rapping like, "Yeah, I got the gun, I took and I murdered 100 people or whatever." And I'm like, this nigga is crazy. I'm like, he doing everything I told him not to do, Chop. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at him like, all right, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm listening to it, but I'm like, he killing it though. You feel me?
Right. The schemes are there, right? The scheme, the cadence, the flow is all there.
Yeah, everything was there, but then at the end, it ended with, and I'm trying to remember it real good, man. But I remember vividly. All I know is that at the end of the song, he was like, and then you tell me, he said, you featured on it. You come in and you say, yo, turn off that damn game. And all that time, all the people he was killing, hijacking cars, he was playing San Andreas on PlayStation.
Oh, that's a
So,
classic game
so
too.
yeah, so it was crazy. You know what I mean? At the time, I was like, yo, so it was crazy. The concepts was there. You know what I mean? So ever since he was young, you know what I mean, he had it. And even though I used to help him, you know what I mean, he wound up doing it himself and becoming creative on his own and got like, oh, I'm telling you, I gotta send you something. You're gonna be like, damn, this kid is special. You feel me?
Because
He's
you
real
planted
dope.
those seeds real early on, man.
Yeah,
You
definitely,
know?
man. He's like the best kept secret right now. You know what I mean? Him and my young boy that's down with the team. Kid, shout out to Kid too.